The legend has returned, and today on Car Vibes, we dive into the rebirth of an icon, the brand new 2026 Plymouth Roadrunner, a car that blends nostalgia with the modern punch of American muscle engineering. For decades, the Roadrunner name has been whispered like folklore in muscle car circles. A machine that once defined the late 1960s and early 1970s golden era of raw horsepower, simplicity, and rebellious design. Now, in 2026, Plymouth under Stellantis has shocked the automotive world by resurrecting this legendary nameplate, but this time with a future-proof vision while keeping the untamed spirit alive. From its menacing stance to its unmistakable growl, the 2026 Roadrunner is not just a car, it's a cultural revival of American muscle heritage. The first thing that commands attention is the design. The 2026 Roadrunner doesn't simply borrow cues from its ancestors. It reimagines them. The front end features a wide, aggressive grille that nods to the classic split look of the early Roadrunners, but it's been sharpened with futuristic LED lighting that forms a boomerang signature. The hood carries power bulges, including functional heat extractors, letting you know this car isn't here to play games. Muscular fenders flare out wide, housing 21-inch forged aluminum wheels wrapped in Michelin Pilot Sport 4S rubber. The stance is low, wide, and unmistakably intimidating, with a blend of retro muscle curves and modern aerodynamic sculpting. Around back, a slim LED bar runs across the tail, but in the center sits the iconic Roadrunner cartoon emblem, glowing. As if to remind you this car doesn't take itself too seriously, it's fast, fun, and ferocious. Under the hood, the 2026 Roadrunner offers a choice that reflects the new automotive era, raw gasoline power or electrified fury. The base model comes with a 6.4-liter naturally aspirated Hemi V8, pushing out 525 horsepower, a modern nod to classic big block performance. But the real monster is the Roadrunner SRT torque variant, which combines a supercharged 6.2-liter Hemi with a hybrid assist motor for a staggering 760 horsepower and 850 pounds-ft of torque. This system doesn't dilute the muscle car character. Instead, it amplifies it, delivering instant torque off the line and blistering quarter-mile times of just 10.6 seconds. For purists, Plymouth has even offered a limited edition all-electric Roadrunner EV with dual motors pushing nearly 1,000 horsepower, proving that muscle cars are not dead, they're evolving into an electrified age. Performance is nothing short of breathtaking. The Roadrunner rockets from 0 to 60 miles per hour in 3.1 seconds in the SRT torque variant, with top speeds north of 200 miles per hour depending on the configuration. Engineers have built in adaptive suspension with multiple drive modes, ranging from comfort to track, allowing this beast to handle winding roads with surprising precision. Brembo 6-piston brakes ensure it stops as brutally as it accelerates. For enthusiasts, Plymouth offers a heritage mode that tunes the exhaust to mimic the deep, throaty growl of classic 1970s muscle cars, a goosebump-inducing feature that makes you feel like you're driving back in time while pushing into the future. Inside, the 2026 Roadrunner balances retro charm with futuristic technology. The dashboard has a driver-centric cockpit wrapped in suede, leather, and carbon fiber. A 12.3-inch digital gauge cluster can be reconfigured to display heritage-inspired layouts, including a 1970s-style tachometer and speedometer. The infotainment system is a 14-inch floating touchscreen powered by Uconnect 6, offering seamless integration with Apple CarPlay, Android Auto, and over-the-air updates. The sound system is a Harman Kardon premium setup with 18 speakers, but honestly, most drivers will prefer listening to the symphony of the exhaust. Seating comes with racing bolsters wrapped in Napa leather with optional Roadrunner stitching, while rear seats fold down for practicality, because even muscle cars in 2026 have to meet lifestyle needs. One of the most striking features is Plymouth's decision to embrace modern tech without killing the old-school spirit. The Roadrunner comes with Level 2 autonomous driving for highway cruising, adaptive cruise control, lane keep assist, and blind spot monitoring. But the real magic is that all of these can be disabled at the touch of a button, leaving you with nothing but raw mechanical connection to the car. It's a machine designed to be driven, not chauffeured by AI. Another talking point is exclusivity. Plymouth has announced production will be limited, with only 8,000 units being built worldwide in the first year, split among the V8, hybrid, and EV versions. Special editions will include a Superbird tribute package, complete with a towering rear wing and aerodynamic nose cone as a homage to the NASCAR legends of the past. Collectors are already lining up, and dealerships are reporting wait lists stretching months, if not years. This isn't just a car, it's a piece of history reborn. The Roadrunner also introduces unique driving experiences. Through a connected app, owners can track performance stats, drag strip times, and even unlock hidden Easter eggs like a custom horn that mimics the classic beep beep Roadrunner cartoon sound. There's even a launch control system designed to replicate old drag strip staging lights, giving you a full retro racing vibe every time you line up at the start. Plymouth clearly understands that driving is more than numbers. It's about emotion, character, and connection on the road. The car feels alive. The steering is tight, communicative, and responsive, far removed from the floaty muscle cars of the past. The hybrid assist fills in torque gaps, making acceleration seamless and brutal at any RPM. The suspension, while adaptive, never loses the muscle car edge. It's firm, planted, and ready to attack curves with confidence. Yet in comfort mode, it settles down enough to make long highway cruises not only possible but enjoyable. This dual personality is what makes the 2026 Roadrunner a masterpiece. It's as happy tearing up a drag strip as it is cruising down Main Street. Perhaps the most emotional part of this revival is what it means for car culture. In a world dominated by SUVs, crossovers, and quiet EVs, the return of the Plymouth Roadrunner sends a bold message. Passion is not negotiable. Muscle cars still matter. The heritage still matters. The emotional connection between car and driver still matters. By blending retro design, monstrous powertrains, modern safety, and electrified options, Plymouth has created something that speaks to both old-school purists and new-age enthusiasts. It's not just a muscle car. It's a cultural statement, a bridge between generations. As we stand in 2026, watching automakers shift towards silent, efficient, and often soulless mobility, the Roadrunner reminds us that driving is supposed to be exciting, loud, and even a little bit rebellious. It's the car that turns heads at gas stations, the car that starts conversations at car meets, the car that makes you look back after parking it. It's the car that tells the world muscle is alive and it's louder than ever. This is more than just the return of a nameplate. It's the rebirth of a legend. The 2026 Plymouth Roadrunner is proof that sometimes the past holds the key to the future, and that speed, style, and soul never go out of fashion. Here on Car Vibes, we celebrate not just a machine, but a movement. So buckle up, because the Roadrunner is back, faster, meaner, and more iconic than ever, ready to claim its rightful place in the Muscle Car Hall of Fame and in the hearts of enthusiasts around the world.